Hi guys, I hope you're all keeping well and safe. Welcome to Early Years Matters TV. On this channel, we focus on everything early childhood related. And if these are the kind of videos you're looking for, what you have to do is subscribe. And not just subscribe, turn on that notification bell so that whenever a new video is being dropped on this channel, you'll be the first person to be notified. Today is going to be all about how to answer the question of what are the skills required to work with young children? Yes, this is a question you're likely to be asked at a preschool teacher job interview. Are you an early childhood educator or an emergent early childhood educator preparing for that preschool teacher job interview? This is one of the questions you're likely to be asked. What are the skills required to work with young children? Yes, the interviewer wants to know that you know the skills that is required to work with young children. You need to understand that there are a lot of skills that are required to work with young children, but there are some important ones that you need to talk about at a preschool teacher job interview. What are these skills that you need to talk about? You need to talk about being calm. Yes, this is important. Let's talk about having a non-judgmental approach. You need to talk about being friendly. You need to talk about being able to work as a member of a team. You need to talk about having empathy. These are some of the skills that is important that you highlight when you're being asked the question of what are the skills required to work with young children. It's important that someone that wants to work with young children have a non-judgmental approach. What do I mean by non-judgmental approach? You're not going to be judging the children or you're not going to be judging the parent. Even though you might be privileged to some of their circumstances, you don't bring this to your working place. You don't come to your working place thinking that a child is bored. You don't want to work with this child because of their background, because of where they're coming from. No. So you have to have a non-judgmental approach. Another skill is you have to be calm. Yes, because there are some situations that happen in your role as an early childhood educator. And in relation to this, you have to be calm about it. For instance, if an incident happens, you have to be calm. This is one of the skills that you need to have. In relation to kindness, it's also important that you're being kind so that you're dealing with the children. You have to have a great listening skills. You're listening to the children. When they have something they want to tell you, you're able to listen to them. You have empathy, your ability to put yourself in the children's shoes, your ability shoes. So these are just some of the skills that is important that you need to highlight. It's important in relation to highlighting this skills, use real life experiences. Yes, in this video, remember I talked about when you're being called for a preschool teacher job interview, one thing that will make you to stand out is real life experiences to back up your answers. So for instance, if you're being asked the question, what are the skills that is required, or you're being asked to highlight some of the skills required to work with young children. So for instance, if you're talking about empathy, give an example of a scenario whereby you put yourself in the children's shoes. For instance, you could cite an instance. During my work experience, one child arrived in the morning. He was crying because his mother or father left him. They went to work. I was able to put myself in the child's shoes. I went over to the child. I helped the child by diverting his attention to play, by comforting him, by telling him that his mom and dad will be here shortly. So you can see that you've given examples of where you've ties with a child in the past. So this is important. If you're talking about non-judgmental approach, good listening skills, communication skills, so you need to cite examples of where you've used these skills in the past. So you're standing out. Like I said, it's a survivor of the fittest. You're not the only person applying for this job position, but you need to stand out. So in relation to you standing out, when you're being asked the question of highlight some of the skills that is required to work with young children, so relate it to real life examples. You have examples of where you've exhibited these skills in the past. And I tell you, if you do this, you are one step ahead to getting that preschool teacher job interview. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to this channel, Early Years Matters TV. And until I come your way next time, stay safe and mind yourselves for now. Bye.